Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here spreading this gospel in sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. And I'm just coming back with another video. And basically this video, we'll be talking about how Esau is always trying to predict, the end of the world, and the earth being destroyed and things like that, because I'm pretty sure we done all seen videos, seen news clips and articles about Esau basically trying to predict the earth being destroyed by talking about, solar flares from the sun, and large meteors, flying close to earth, and, black holes, sucking up the earth in, a million years and things like that. But if you know anything about the scriptures, it say that the earth, nothing is going to happen to the planet earth. The planet earth is going to be here forever, but I'm just making this video because Esau, he's always trying to basically put these articles out and scare people into thinking that something is going to happen to the planet earth, which a lot of destruction, a lot of mayhem and chaos is coming to the surface of the planet earth, but the earth itself, the planet as a whole, is not going to get destroyed, you see. But let's just touch on this article a little bit, and go into it and bring a few scriptures out. But it says, how long will the earth exist? And it says, humans will likely die long before our planet does. And this is just another, one of Esau's, the so-called white man's, many different lies, because nothing is going to happen to the planet earth as a whole. But it says, today, the sun is an essential source of gravity and energy, but one day it will cause Earth's demise, which is a lie. And it says, as the solar system's central star ages, its life cycle will eventually consume our blue marble. And it says, so how long does Earth have until the planet is swallowed by the sun? Expected time of death, several billion years from now. Which, how the fuck would Esau, the so-called white man, even know that something like that would even occur? That's beyond me. You know what I'm saying? But, this is what Esau based his, most of his science. This is what he based most of it on, which is, he calls them theories, when really all the theory is, in a nutshell, is basically, it's a guess. That's all the theory means. It's just it means like an educated guess. That's all it means. It's just a guess, So he's basically saying that the earth, as a whole, the planet earth is going to get destroyed one day by the sun, by being consumed by the sun, for whatever reason. But it says, but life on earth will end much, much sooner than that. So now he's saying that the planet earth itself as a whole will be destroyed in several billion years from now. But he's saying, but the life on earth, like the animals, the people, and everything like that, is going to be gone way before the planet do, which is another lie, you see. But it says, earth will become unlivable for most organisms in about 1.3 billion years due to the sun's natural evolution. And we all know about science and this whole evolution thing, which they try to push, to basically cancel out the Most High and say that God don't exist. That's basically, the whole purpose of evolution is to cancel out God, which scientists themselves will tell you that, evolution basically can't happen without there being some type of divine force that jump-started life in the first place, because you can't create life from thin air, which they say that, basically the first life form, formed, and then they created other life forms. But the question is, how did that very first life form, how did that come into existence? Because life just won't appear out of thin air. So there has to be a divine force behind even the first life form to create other life. So there's still a hole in that evolution theory, which most people that believe in evolution, they don't even ask themselves this question. How did the first life form appear out of thin air? You got scientists scrambling trying to answer these questions, based on, a scientific standpoint, and they can't answer these questions, man, because, it's more to life than just, cells and organisms and, elements getting together. You know what I'm saying? There's a spiritual component behind it, which Esau, he doesn't accept in his science. This is why he can't find out these answers. But it says, and humans could potentially drive ourselves and countless other species to extinction within the next few centuries if the current pace of human-made climate change isn't mitigated or is a consequence of nuclear war, which, yeah, nuclear war is definitely going to take place, so I'm surprised they mentioned this. But one thing I want to touch on is he said, and humans could potentially drive ourselves and countless other species to extinction within the next few centuries, which Esau, the so-called white man, he's responsible for all the destruction and chaos and death that's going on the earth. But he would never point out himself to be the culprit of the way the earth is going right now. He would never point the finger at himself. So he would say humans to put everybody in that category so that everybody feels responsible, when really he's the one that single-handedly, as a race, as a nation, are running the earth, into the ground, man. They're the ones single-handedly on this planet as a nation. They are destroying, all the ecosystems, the jungles, and everything like that. They even had a plan, which I still think they have this plan, to build a canal, through the Gaza Strip, which is why they're trying to get those, Palestinians out of their land, because they want to build a canal through there. But one of the ways they wanted to build this canal is by detonating, I think it was like 26 or 24 nuclear bombs, to break up the earth to create this canal that they wanted to build, which is very, very hazardous to the environment, man. Radiation, all over the land, the water, everything's getting polluted. This man wants to detonate 20-something nuclear bombs to create a canal so they can make more money. This is a madman. And this is why Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has to be stopped, But like I said, he wants to say humans and lump everybody into this responsibility when he's single-handedly the one that's, basically destroying the whole planet, man. You know what I'm saying? Creating plastics, all this war, draining up all the resources on the planet, and trying to hoard it to themselves and leaving these other nations to basically wither away and die, messing up all the food with the GMOs and, just genetically modifying everything, man. All the food is defiled, all the food is messed up. You know what I'm saying? This man has a lot to pay for, man, and this is what he's doing. So let me go into this real quick. And yeah, this is Ezekiel 4:13, and it says, "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I would drive them," which is talking about a different time, but that can be applied to the time that we are in now, because we're scattered around the four corners of the earth, and we are living amongst the Gentiles, which are these heathens, these other nations that wouldn't be classified as flesh and blood Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And we're among these nations. We're eating their food, which is defiled, because over here in America, we're spread out and living amongst these so-called white people, these Edomites, and all the food is corrupted. We're eating all these GMO foods. Everything is genetically modified. All this shit got pork in it. We're not supposed to be eating that, but it's an ingredients in pork and a lot of different things, man. Stuff that we don't even know about. All this shit is defiled. They got all different types of weird ingredients, in these foods. And I heard one brother bring out that they even have an ingredient from a beaver's anus that's in candy. So all this shit, we don't even know what's in it, man. It's all corrupted. And on top of that, the shit is genetically modified. Shit don't have seeds in it, won't grow right, So it's not even supposed to be eaten. It's not even supposed to be being consumed by us. But this is what we have to live with right now. Because Esau is in power, and you know what I'm saying, we are in his kingdom, his rulership. So, hey, we have to play ball his way for now, which is quickly coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we are among these Gentiles, and we are eating, defiled bread. You know what I'm saying? But this is Revelation 11:18, and it says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth." So who's the main nation of people? Who's the main ones that's destroying the whole fucking earth, man? It would be you Edomites, you so-called white people, man. Now these other nations, they are also doing the same thing. They're destroying the earth too, but it wouldn't be the way that it was if Esau wasn't, spearheading the whole destruction of the earth. Because yeah, these other nations, they got all these nuclear capabilities. They got all these weapons that, they can cause real harm to the earth. But their whole reason for doing it is because Esau, he's trying to get so advanced with his technology, and his warfare, that these other nations, they can't afford to get left behind in those sectors, in those areas, man. So they have to keep up with his technology, and the things that he have for war, so that they won't get taken over, so that they won't be weak and he can take them over, So they basically have to follow in his footsteps and get his type of technology, or even better, so that Esau won't have basically an edge over them, So he's basically forcing these other nations to do what they do, and not only that, he uses things like plastics and all of this stuff that harms the earth, and he sells it to these nations, man. And then they end up doing the same things, So it's all a big shit show, man. But Esau, he's the one that's spearheading the destruction of the whole earth, man. So the Lord, he's going to destroy this man, put him in hell underneath the Israelites, in extremely harsh captivity for the things that they've done to this earth, man. So it says, and should have destroyed them which destroyed the earth. Esau, he's responsible for that, man. Killing off animals, slaughtering whole jungles, to build factories and shit. Who the fuck cuts down a large portions of cutting down whole forests just to build factories, man? That's Esau. That's a so-called white man, man. This is why he has to be stopped, This is why this man has to be taken out of power, man, because he's that red horse, that was set up to take peace from the earth. You see what I'm saying? But let's go back to this article and finish it out real quick. And it says, look at Esau, man. He suffering in his own kingdom, about to have a fucking heart attack. All right, but it says, the death of the sun. It says the ultimate curtain call for our planet is tied to the evolution of the sun. It says the ultimate curtain call for our planet is tied to the evolution of the sun. And it says Earth has probably 4.5 billion years before the sun becomes a large red giant and then engulfs the Earth. It says a planetary scientist at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center told Live Science a red giant forms in the final stages of a stellar evolution when the star runs out of hydrogen to fuel its nuclear fusion, and so it begins to die, or according to the European Space Agency. And it says once the fusion stops, Gravity would take over. The helium core would begin to compress under gravity, which will raise the temperature. That spike in heat will cause the outer plasma layer of the sun to expand dramatically. The sun will swell up at least to the size of the Earth's orbit. He says Earth's fate as if they know. You know, just a lot of theories, a lot of guesses that these people do, and they put it out there as if it's fact. But it says, but Earth likely won't last those 4.5 billion years, and it definitely won't be Earth as we know it. You don't have to wait for the outer layers of the sun to reach the Earth. He said the planet will experience extreme heat long before the sun finishes its transition to a red giant. As the sun's dying process turns up the temperature, oceans will evaporate. Then the atmosphere eventually goes away, and then the tidal forces of the sun's gravity will shred Earth. Roughly 1.3 billion years from now, humans will not be able to physiologically survive in nature on the Earth due to sustained hot and humid conditions. In about 2 billion years, the oceans may evaporate when the sun's luminosity is nearly 20% more than it is now. He said, you motherfuckers talking about something, that you think is going to happen, in 2.5 billion years. But you motherfuckers ain't even been on the moon yet, which is another lie, claiming that they went to the moon but then lost the technology to go back. Man, what kind of shit is that? But y'all want to predict something that y'all think is going to happen 2.5 billion years from now, man. Come on now. Some life may survive to this point, like the extremophiles that live near hydrothermal vents in the ocean floor, but not humans. But shit, I ain't finna read all this, man. It's just Esau talking about some bullshit, man. That's basically what it is. Talking about animals sweating and all kind of crazy shit, man. Man, Esau just he does a lot of guessing, man. And then he puts it out there as if it's actually, something that's solid. Like the whole evolution thing, they push that real heavy, as if that, is something that actually took place. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, let's go into this real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 1:4, and it says, one generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. And this is the NLT. It says, generations come and generations go, but the earth never changes, which is not. Let's go to a different one. This is New International Version. It says, generations come and generations go, but the earth remains forever. That's a better version, because it lets you know that the earth remains. It's not going nowhere, And this is the definition of abide. And it says abide. It says to remain, to continue, to stay. It says abide with me. To remain, to continue, to stay. So the earth is going to remain, forever. The earth as a whole, as a total, the planet Earth is not going to get destroyed, man. So it says, one generation passes away and another generation cometh, but the earth remains forever. So the earth is there's nothing that's going to have. The sun is not going to consume the planet Earth. The planet Earth is not going to get destroyed, because you have to think about it. The kingdom of heaven is going to be on planet Earth, man. The kingdom of heaven is going to be set up on the planet Earth, by putting these other nations, these heathens, in captivity and brutal slavery, and having them physically build up the kingdom of heaven here on earth, and we know that the kingdom of heaven is going to be an everlasting kingdom. So why would the earth be destroyed, when the kingdom of heaven is, when the scriptures say that the kingdom of heaven is going to be everlasting, it's going to last forever, it's going to be an eternal kingdom. So somebody's lying. If the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth and the kingdom of heaven is going to be eternal, that means the earth is going to be eternal, because the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. You see? So earth is going to abide forever, man. So it's going to remain forever. And this is Luke 1:33. And it says, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever. And it's talking about Yahushua, who these people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. It's going to be an everlasting kingdom. It's going to be, the kingdom of heaven is going to be forever, and it's going to be on earth. So that lets you know that nothing is going to happen to the earth, man, because nothing is going to happen to the kingdom of heaven. So it's simple. So once again, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, was found out to be the liar that he is. The sun is not going to expand in however many billion years he said to destroy the earth, man. The earth is not going to get destroyed, and the earth shall remain forever. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole elect. Shalom.